What is going on, my dudes? Cybex here. So today I'm going to be creating my first character guide in Street Fighter 6 for Cammy White. I've never done it during the beginning of Street Fighter 6's cycle, but this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through the basics, intermediate, and then advanced. And what I mean by advanced is I'm going to show you combo extensions for Cammy. Although she is one of the easiest characters to pick in my opinion. She is a rushdown, which is a bonus, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. First, I'm gonna show you basics, intermediate, and advanced, and I'm gonna show you guys like how to block with her, or like how do you do the approach this opponent, etc. But anyways, let's get started on this character guide for Cammy White in Street Fighter 6. Hope you enjoy. Okay, before we get to like the extension combos for Cammy and stuff like that, I'm only going to be reading through like the special moves, super arts, and then unique attacks. Well, unique attacks not really, we can skip that out. But just the super arts and then special moves, and then I'll give you guys an example of them, and then I'll show you 3 or 4 extension combos I like doing with Cammy. So the first one is Spiral Arrow, a spinning kick with both legs that travels low along the ground, useful for launching surprise attacks from a distance or used out of normal moves to create combos. Now this one has 3 versions of it. This one is normal one, and then there's a medium-ish one that I really like using because it catches the opponents off guard and stuff like that. And it really works like a charm. I wouldn't really recommend using this one at all, which is the super drive gauge, which spins 2 bars of your meter, so I wouldn't really recommend it because it's really predictable for your opponent, unless you see an option of doing it, unless if they're jumping or etc. Cannon Spike. From a low stance, kick upward while rising into the air. It is invincible against jumping attacks, making it useful as an anti-air attack. So this one, again, I only like using this one if they're like jumping, or if they're like really far and they're going to go for something. This one is also really good. I think this is a really good move, especially if you're fighting against mice, which they really like to punish a lot of like the anti-air and stuff. Quick Spin Knuckle. Take a spinning hop forward and strike with the back of your fist, useful for continuing your offensive pressure or as a way to slip through an opponent's guard. This one, yeah, I only like using this move as like pressure, like pressuring my opponents and stuff like that. Or if they're doing this, like if they're going to attack or something like that, I usually like going for that. That really tricks them as well. Cannon Strike. Now Cannon Strike is a move that I would only use it if they're going to maybe drive rush at you or something, but it's not really good. A descending kick performed while airborne, useful for a way to approach an opponent as a means of continuing your offensive pressure. So for example, I mostly like using this one again with like meter and stuff because I find it super duper weak. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't really recommend you going for this at all. If you're gonna do the cannon spike and stuff like that, I would just recommend you going with the meter. Cannon strike. Hooligan combination. Now this one's my favorite move with Cammy. Perform a spinning jump through an air and a parabolic arc while airborne. Many other moves can be performed out of this one. So this one is really good, man. See, look, there's no inputs at all for this, and you can still go for, even if they're not blocking low, because a lot of people in Street Fighter 6 don't really block for low. They usually just block either like during when they're standing or during mid, but they never block low. So it's really good using this, especially if you trick your opponent. And there's also this one where you can trick your opponent thinking of this one, but this one I'm gonna go into it later. Now, Razor Edge Slicer. I already showcased it. A low kick performed after landing from a hooligan combination. This move is performed if nothing is input during the hooligan combination. And then there's also Cannon Strike. A descending kick performed from hooligan combination. If you cross over your opponent before activating this move, the kick will automatically turn around so it heads towards your opponent. So this one is really good. I would probably recommend you using this one in my opinion. But this one I only like using it if they're blocking low as well, because I think I mostly find that useful for Cannon Strike for the hooligan thing. Reverse edge. Now this one is really good. A downward kick performed from a hooligan combination. It is an overhead attack that cannot be blocked crouching, making it useful for breaking through an opponent's guard. So for example, this one is really good, man, especially if they're blocking low. So I mostly use this move. I mostly use this move a lot when I'm doing the hooligan and the reverse edge. It is super duper good, especially if they're blocking low, your opponent. Now, fatal leg twister. Now this one's really good if they're teching or they're going to drive impact. I would only recommend using this one if they're teching or drive impact, one of those two, your opponent. A throw performed from hooligan combination can grab opponents who are standing while on the ground and does massive damage, which is actually true. I like going for this one a lot, man, especially extending this combo, bam, doing this, and if you also want to do that, you can go for that. I missed it. I suck. And we have the side sweep, which this one's my favorite one because I trick my opponents from doing that too much. But this one, you have to think of a game plan. But I can't really say anything else for you guys because this one, you have to make up your own game plan as well. Especially because I mostly like doing this. I like going like that, tricking my opponents, or going for this, into that. And then there's also this one, I usually like going to trick them, go for that, bam, and then I use it for that. It's really, really good. So also rate it. A quick descent and perform from hooligan combination. The fast maneuver is useful for a feint after making an opponent think you're about to attack, which I already said it. Spin drive smasher, which is her level 1 super. A forward moving combination attack consisting of spiral arrow followed by a cannon spike and invincibility on star, making it useful for turning the tables. So for example, the level 1 super, I only like using it if they're drive rushing towards me. I mostly like using it for that. But there's also an extension, which I'm going to show this one, the extension combo. I like going for this, bam, bam. Oh, shoot, I messed up. I keep screwing up my inputs today. So sorry if I'm a bad teacher showcasing it. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Go for this. There you go, what a bam. Didn't screw that up. I keep messing up my combos so bad today, especially for this video. Maybe it's because I'm nervous. Killer B-spin. Jump into the air, seize your opponent with a quick descending kick, and perform a chokehold on them. This move executes quickly, making it easy to combo into from grounded moves. Now this one, I usually don't really find it useful unless you're about to pull a level 1 super, maybe even a level 2. But this one, I would only recommend it, again, if you're catching your opponent off guard. But I'll showcase how it looks. This is your level 2 super. But in reality, don't use it. I'd never really use this move at all, unless I see like an option to do it. Perform while airborne, seize your opponent with a quick descending kick and perform a chokehold on them, easy to combo into the aerial special. This one is only like if they're jumping and stuff, but I think I've probably, during the lifespan of this game, I think I've probably only used it 15 or 20 times total with Cammy. But it's also her level 2 super as well. And then this one, Delta Red Assault, which is her level 3 super. Send your opponent to their knees with a series of high-speed attacks and finish with a powerful kick, a highly versatile move useful for both in combos and as a way of dealing with projectiles. This one, I only like using this one. Again, it's kind of like Spiral Arrow, like her level 1 super. That's only if I see them like drive rush towards me or if I see a really good opportunity to do it. But I'm going to showcase my extension combos. For the starters, I'm just going to do this. Like, in order to fool my opponents, I usually like going like this. I like drive rushing, doing that, jab. I'll showcase it again. Sorry, I have allergies today. I mostly like doing this one. The knuckle, drive rush into knuckle, drive rush into knuckle, jab, and then a grab. Because usually when you go for this and this, most of your opponents think you're going to extend your combos or something like that, but the grab works like a charm. And every time you do this, go for a grab. It works like a charm and it fools your opponent so many times when you're playing Cammy. And there's also another one that I would like to showcase. Now this one, I'm going to show you how I extend my combos with the level 1 super. I like going this, bam, 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 and bam. It's really, really sick. There's also a basic one that you can do, which is this. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. I'm curious, can I extend my level 2 super? Let me see. Let me try it. Something new for me. Hold on. I did it wrong. Yeah, it doesn't reach and it doesn't really work, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Her level 3 super, I like doing this as well. Hold on. Bam. Oh, whoops, hold on, I did it wrong. Bam, bam, bam. And then level 3 super. Now, again, there isn't really much to showcase with Cammy at all in terms of her, I could probably showcase her like in an online match, how I play her. I think that's a better resource for me to showcase my matches, but there really isn't much to learn from Cammy. I will say she is a really, really easy character to pick up, and I love her, man. She is a really, really fun character to play, especially because every time when I pick up a Street Fighter game, I mostly like playing rushdown characters. Rushdown characters have always been my favorite, and second, grappler characters. But there it is, man. My quick guide for Cammy, and I do want to showcase at least one online match so you guys could get a better picture on how I play her, because right now, how I'm playing the dummy, I don't really have enough tools to move around with the dummy than fighting an actual opponent, so I'm really, really excited to be showcasing my online match so you guys can get a big picture on how I play Cammy. But anyways, let's move on to our online match with Cammy. Hope you enjoy. We have a Platinum 2 DJers. Now let's see. I haven't fought DJ in a very, very long time, so this is going to be really hard for me to commentate while playing. Okay, this is waiting it out. I'm going to go for a grab because he's just waiting for the tech. Okay, I see where you're going. I'm going to do the hooligan, and I'm going to go for that just to pressure him a bit. See, look, I pressured him. Then I go for this. Bam, bam, bam. And I go for that again. Bam. Nice. See? Easy as peasy. You can learn from Cammy for me. Watch this. I'm going to do the hooligan, but I'm going to trick him. Told ya. Oh, damn, okay. I fell for that as well. Okay, he's going to start playing more grounded and more defensive. Nice. I'll go for that. Bam. I wasted my drive impact. That was my fault because I didn't watch. You got to learn to watch your drive impact as well with Cammy. I should have. Nah, he would have been able to block my level 1 super, actually. What are you doing? What are you doing? I kept doing the hooligan and I kept tricking him, man. I can't believe that actually worked in the books. Is he going to request this matchup again? Okay, yeah, he is. Let's see how well. What is he doing? Dude just walked up towards me. I'm going to do the hooligan grab again. Oh, okay, no, but he didn't fall for it. I'm going to jump. I'm waiting for him to jump so I can grab him. Nope. I knew he was going to drive impact. Do this, bam. You're learning from the best. You're learning from Cammy. The best Cammy in the world, man. I'm going to go for a knuckle. To pressure him a bit. Do that. Do this. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to go for a drive impact. Oh, damn, okay, I didn't think he was going to do that. Oh, shoot, okay. We don't need the drive impact anymore, because guess what I'm going to do? There. I waited for him to do the jab so I can do the killer bee, and it's over. I waited for him. I was waiting for him. But anyways, that's my character guide for Cammy. Now, sorry if I was really, really, really terrible explaining stuff, but you kind of get like the little improvised vision that I showcased with Cammy White and Street Fighter 6. That's how I play Cammy. Again, granted, I'm showcasing this as a Diamond 2 player, but I still loved making this video, and I think I'll do more character guides. I think the next character guide I might do for is Manon, because that's the only, like, that's the second character I know how to use very, very well in this game. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and